Hello again, I'm Coyote Jack, and we saw the shit show once again from Cloudflare, but looks like now we have some answers on why that happened, and the Lunduk Journal brought us this piece of information. So, September 26, Cloudflare reviving in memory safe Rust. Ah man, I have seen that they're pushing that language, and from what we can find easily just by asking the AIs, whatever of your choice. A lot of developers hate Rust because it's something so overconvoluted, so difficult to write. It has so much verbosity. But once pushing it, those developers pushing it, like looking at all the signals at what the Lunduk Journal have covered, they are extremely woke. They are far left readers. And look at this, man. The change is touted as quote unquote faster and more secure because of Rust. The Lundok Journal also covered how they destroyed Ubuntu, how they destroyed Debian and Red Hat with Rust implementations with functionality that was already existent in those OS, in those distributions. So yeah, there is a conspiracy theory for anyone that say why they keep pushing so much Rust when it's showing all the red flags of you should hold it out, but don't try to go full time route, dude. Just saying. But as we are seeing, November 18, 53 days later, Cloudflare has a massive outage, which took down large portions of the internet because of memory error in that Rose code. And it's all from the blogs of Cloudflare. Cloudflare just got faster and more secure powered by Rust. And they admitted that, yeah, the FL, when the bad file with more than 200 features was propagated to our servers, this limit was hit, resulting in the system panicking. The F2 Rust code that makes the check and was the source of the unhandled error is shown below. Okay, so Cloudflare was transparent in seeing it was Rust the problem. But yeah, it's an issue when we're seeing that they're pushing that language so hard because despite that it has a lot of consistent technical flaws. And then I was looking at something that actually caught me off guard here. And also, just at this point, just check Lunduk video. But well, I talked alone at hand before recording and publishing this Linus Torvalds, Communism's and the World Economic Forum story. I didn't want people to interpret this as a call to quote unquote boycott Linux because of Linux politics or something like that. The thing is, they are co-opting open source because of this shit. These fuckers on the, apparently from the web are the ones pushing all of this madness with this malicious overinflated code. Ultimately, I decided this was important to talk about. We are continuing to see a massive wave of political motivated actions within open source. Mass bannings, organization policy changes, protests, and even technical changes which appear to be pushed by specific political factions. As such, it's important to understand those political factions, who they are, what their beliefs are, what organizations are they influencing and influenced by, and importantly, how all that impacted the world of computer software, both on the micro and macro levels. And we are seeing it. We are seeing that, yes, there is no fucking way this is such a casualty. There is no fucking way that something like this is happening so casually, despite that all the red flags are there. You see, it seems ridiculous that the political views of some people could have massive implications on the quality of software, the technology used, the licensing, and even the people who are allowed to use and work on it. But that is really we live in. That's the reality we live in. Oh man, I was thinking that yes, part of that source code, like for example, rewriting the sudo command prompt on Linux, despite that shit was already existed and untouched, just expanded. I think that they want to push the narrative of the electronical waste. Like we have seen with Microsoft do pushing Windows 11 and how they want to make all of those already existent laptops functioning just fine to become e-waste. To even with open source to force you to go to the corporate side because these fuckers want to destroy open source from the inside. So even the ones that right now are jumping onto open source one wagon because they are sick and tired of Microsoft and Mac OS too, that tired of Apple too. When they see all these fucking issues, they are going to make that people say, let's go back to the other evil corporate side. Yeah, like there is I'm a kind of a schizo, but I think it's heading to that route. Seriously. There is no fucking way. Why you do just fucking destroy something from the inside when you can simply say, okay, if you are so eager to use Rust, you can make your own distribution using only Rust language. But it's not the case. They are intentionally pushing this shit. So I hope more information come out of this because seriously, what is happening to open source is insane. So that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.